As soon as they get that drill going, I'm going to be playing catch up and trying to keep up to them. Especially when Mike's here logging. He's pretty quick. He's looked at a lot of rocks.
Back on site at Kirkland Lake Discoveries, the drill program is underway and running smoothly. The drilling team is making steady progress at the Hargrave site. Every morning, like clockwork, core is being delivered to the site office. The drillers are working 24/7, and the work for the KLDC team starts early in the morning upon arrival of the previous shift's core.
I'm Amanda, and I've been with KLD since January last year. My experience has been cutting core, and this summer they actually gave me the opportunity to go bang off some rocks in the field, and I had a blast as a field assistant running around in the bush with the geologists. I'm honestly just getting the best experience. They've been giving me an opportunity to get the training and everything that I need for the field. It's really been amazing working for a junior company just to see all the moving parts. It's got all the expertise and the professionalism of a big company, but it's just a small little group of people that are making it all work. So I'll take you into my little cut shack, my little office, and I'll show you guys what it looks like after the geos are done logging all the core.
Dan walks us through the process of core teching, a crucial step between receiving the core from the field and Amanda taking over with cutting and bagging.
Okay, so basically orienting the core. So drillers put the core in the best they can, but it's not lined up. And all the breaks have to be lined up like a puzzle piece. There's structure, texture to it, and it all has to be going one way because the drill is going on a 45-degree angle. So when Mike, when he logs it, he has to see how it all goes together. So all the important pieces are where they're supposed to be. If we see something that really stands out, we'll probably point it out.
Following the teching process, Mike creates a log of what he observes in each core.
I like these logging programs, but they're all different tabs and stuff. So I always like to write a general overview of what I've seen through an interval. Intensely altered cyanite from light red to brick red, locally foliated with alignment of altered dark feldspar crystals, almost making it look tufaceous in places. Other areas non-porphyritic. Minor fractures, veinlets, generally parallel foliation, 30 degrees to TCA, hosting silica, chlorite, quartz, and carbonate. Nice fine pyrite throughout, 1 to 3%, locally 5 to 7%. And the host rock or inlays, very little tiny fractures and veinlets. There's a breccia silica vein at one interval here, large angular fragments and fine pyrite.
He then places tags along the length of the core. These tags indicate areas to sample, and the unique ID of the tag will follow that section of core throughout the duration of the process. With every inch of core aligned, measured, logged, and tagged for assays, it is now time for Amanda to take over and prepare the samples to ship to the lab.
Welcome to my office. So we make sure we have all our stuff ready to go, pre-written. Make it as easy as possible. Just have to basically fill in a couple numbers. So the first thing I have to do is hook up my water. So I'm gonna stick my hose out, go back into the core shack and just hook it up and crank it on. We're really big on safety here. We make sure that we have everything we need. KLD's been great for that, making sure we have all the right PPE. All right, Gear up. What I'm gonna wear is these rubber arm sleeves, and that's just to keep my sleeves from getting soaked. Dish gloves, just to stay dry. I also wear a respirator, safety glasses. And the last thing, earmuffs, because the saw is super loud.
Once Amanda is suited up and the core boxes are loaded on her benches, the cutting and bagging process begins.
In between every sample, I take the guard off the saw, spray it out with the hose just to make sure that I'm not contaminating any of the samples.
Each section of core is cut along its axis. One half of the core is placed in the bag, and one half is placed back in the box. The boxes are then sealed, labeled, and stored for future reference.
All right, so it's the end of the day. Normally I would have a whole bunch of bags here to twist tie and then separate and write the numbers on the rice bags for our shipment. But Dan the man here has been helping me out and bagging them as we go. Now I'm going to just tidy up, clean up my saw, take the hose back in so it doesn't freeze tonight. We'll have some more in the morning and they'll log it, and I'll get a chance to practice some teching again with Dan, and then I'll jump on the saw and keep going.
A hard day's work done. This batch of core is processed and ready to ship to the lab.
So this is the fruit of our labor. This is our first shipment. We've got 16 bags here. So it's really important that we keep them labeled, we keep them organized, and then we label our first bag with the paperwork so that the lab can easily find it. Once this is all set, we pack it into a truck and drive it over to Timmins to our buddies over at MSA, and they will analyze it for us, and we wait for the results. I think this one's the one that has the gold in it. It's heavy. Batch 1, bitches.